have it,
Hyrum Sports.
listen extra close. And like I always say, if you've been here and you've done it and you see someone like did something wrong, nicely, lovingly, caringly say, hey, you're supposed to do it this way, can you fix it, or whatever, just kind of help each other out. I know you have so much to worry about with the show, and dealing with the mics is probably not a high priority, but if we can just follow these procedures, it will really help having the best chance of success. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so they should all be like this for tech or show, all ready to go. The light should be on. And one thing that's confusing about this is you could look at this and say, oh, this is my pack here, but really this is your pack down here. And if you get confused, just kind of look like, oh, this is obviously for this row, so it's the one above it. Because sometimes when we get up there and a few people have the wrong mic, and I think it's just because.
So go below the sticker.
Exactly.
Below.
So if you're confused, like I say, look at the top row.
It's also on your mic.
Yeah. And so you can see through the condom your name. So, and the big thing I always say, warn about is right here is where it's gonna break, right? So don't ever like jam it in your pocket or stress that cable out on purpose. Accidents happen, I totally get it, but just do your very best to keep this area as not stressed as possible, okay? And then these are probably a little bit different than the Zig. So they're just kind of more one size fits all, but they go around both ears, and there's usually a little bit of slack there. That's normal, they're not gonna be snug back there. The important thing is that it should be more or less a straight line from here to the corner of your mouth. So if it's like this, or like this, then either you can come and have me help, but if you're up for the challenge, just kind of gently bend it. So like I said, it's kind of more or less a straight line there. Does that make sense? Maybe if you need to look in the mirror, whatever. And then we've got these body packs. They're kind of new belt packs. They're by color of the stitching. So I think orange is the biggest, and then I think we've got some really tiny ones for our youth theater kids, which probably won't fit anybody in this cast, even the kids, unless they're super tiny. So the blue is the super tiny ones. And I'll just kind of
Could be a good thigh one though. Thigh pack.
And so I think yellow. This one's pretty trash, but I think yellow is kind of average adult size. And so how that is this is just neoprene, so it's really tight, like scuba diving stuff. So you just kind of stick it in there, go around, and then just Velcro it. So it's pretty straightforward. If you can get by with just a clip, great. Don't worry about the belt pack, but they're there if you need them. And they're kind of first come, first serve. Just claim it for the run show. You can keep it at your station, whatever you want to do. Stick it back in here. And then at the end of the night, so this is kind of where people sometimes get it and sometimes don't. Just take this off. If it's broken, just chuck it in the garbage. This is not a garbage. This is just for batteries, so please don't throw garbage in there. There's two little tabs. Don't turn off the mic. Just pop it open. Pull out the batteries. Chuck it in there. If you stick it in here with the batteries with it on, it's just going to run out because I don't come check them at the end of the night. And so there's a tub full, like halfway full batteries. If you guys want any, please take a handful for your Xbox controllers or whatever.
You'll grab some
and
for
then,
James.
So like I say, if this isn't ripped, just put it back in. Put this in this way. If I see it this way, I'm going to be really sad. I'm going to be sad for weeks. So please, this way up. And then you can hang this because it's pretty light, and just kind of like loop this up. And as you can see, they're like fish hooks. So that's why it's really important at the end of the night to just tuck that all back there gently, and then the side with the mic, tuck it back gently. That gives us the least amount of stuff to catch, because seriously, this so quickly becomes a kludge. As I'm sure your extension cords in your garage do, this is like even worse if you don't kind of try and get all tight like that. Just chuck the batteries in there, and then you're all good for the night. I think that's about it. Is there any questions?
Nope.
Okay, cool. So,
If the condom is not broken,
yeah, just
reuse it.
Yeah, and if it is broken, just check in the garbage. And then I'll prep them all every day for you guys. So, and then sound check's gonna take just a bit. I kind of gotta build the channels as we go, so be patient here as we mic check. And usually you just probably the same as the Zig, just kind of line up. And I know most of your guys' names, and I'll get it, but just to be safe, just say your name when you get to the front of the line, and we'll start checking as quick as we can. Like I say, I'll be routing a little today, so you may be standing there for 30 seconds or a minute while I'm kind of patching, so I apologize for that. But once we get that all done, then obviously mic checks from now on will go a lot quicker. So That make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hyrum.
Thank you.
Great to have you guys here, and I am looking forward to it.